Say what you will about it. I mean, he is a doggone good competitor. I mean, obviously good enough to win that title.
Well, let's segue, if you will, into his opponent.
Yes.
I mean, I could say plenty about this man. He is the Playboy protege. He's got some new gear.
But yeah, he is under. Now we talked about Mitch Paradise's change in attitude. Scott Story, the never-ending nightmare, has also undergone a change in attitude. I mean, look at this. He's slapping hands with the fans. He showed respect to Craven Knight last week. He said hello to me coming into the arena. I mean, he just normally just looks at me like I'm a crumb on the side of the road.
Everything, all those things, except for one, is a positive. You'll figure that out. But the fact of the matter is really that Scott Story, he's done a little
and now Ryan Cruze. I mean, he didn't even wait for Scott Story to get his jacket off, and he is immediately going after Scott Story.
Well, this is how you keep the title. I mean,
obviously. And now he's grabbing Scott Story's mask. That is an awesome mask, by the way. And now he's mocking Scott Story, beating him down with the mask. And I think we all know that it was you behind the mask.
I mean, well, now that we get a break from Ryan Cruze just jumping on Scott Story, he just found a little bit more passion. He's been a champion numerous times.
And a high back body drop.
He's had numerous feuds in MIW that, barn burners, match of the year candidates.
A pair of arm drags, and now a missile drop kick. And Ryan Cruze is going for cover. Man, he knocked the camera out of our cameraman's hand. He got whipped over with such force.
Let's hope that camera's good.
I hope that camera's all right. I mean, that's an $85,000 camera. We can't exactly just replace those on a whim.
Oh.
Our boss is kind of cheap.
Well, there you go. Like I said, the fire in Scott's Story, it's been relit. He seems rejuvenated. I think he has championship aspirations once again.
I tell you, the MIW is Ryan Cruze having a seat on one of the fans in the front row.
I wouldn't do that. You don't know where that fan has been.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. That is fact.
From Chanhassen now.
But the competition, everybody, as I mentioned last week, everybody's stepping up their game with a new champion. Every time there's a new champion, everybody says, okay, there's a new opportunity here for me to reshuffle the deck, get to the top, and get a shot at the title, and that's exactly what everybody is doing. And the MIW roster littered with former MIW champions, Scott Story being one of them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You have to look at it like maybe you're a wrestler and you can't beat Mitch Paradise, but you can beat Ryan Cruze. And when Ryan Cruze is champion, there you have a better chance at a title opportunity.
And Ryan Cruze sent again into the turnbuckle and into the front row on the other side.
Oh, that kid is hitting him. I think that kid hit him.
So what do you want to disqualify Scott Story for that?
Well, something should be done.
The fans seem to love it.
He's got a runny nose.
Well, Ryan Cruze has a hate-hate relationship with the kids. I mean, the kids always want to get a shot in on him. Maybe they think Ryan's not that much bigger than him, so
he's not the largest man. There are some fun facts about Ryan Cruze.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody meet the turnbuckle quite like that. But the fun facts about the notorious Ryan Cruze.
Well, he is the innovator and the master of the Eskimo elbow.
Eskimo elbow?
Yes.
Is that anything like an Eskimo pie?
Well, and here we go. Scott's Story with an ankle-bashing maneuver, so to speak, on the pillar there.
And speaking of Scott's Story, I mean, the fans still don't know quite how to take him. I mean, he came out here to some mixed applause, and the fans don't know because for so long they have despised him. And so, he has this different attitude. He's slapping, hands with the kids, but the adults are still kind of iffy on him.
Well, he spent
What kind of utterance was that from Ryan Cruze? Sounded like he went back into puberty.
The saucy one, as I like to call him, did, as he accurately said, spent many a year being despised by these fans.
Yes.
And, it gets to you as a performer, as a wrestler. At some point in time, you would like to be cheered.
So are you saying it got to you? Oh! And that was a very, very high impact move. The cover. And a 2.5.
Excuse me, Sean Parker.
Story,
let me correct you.
He gave you some love on that.
That was the G-spot, Sean. Not a high-impact move. That was the G-spot.
I stand corrected. Thank you.
I know, brother. I know. That nobody kicks out of. Yeah.
I can't get any focus.
Okay. Well, sorry. That's like I said.
It's
the
a
Playboy
TV-14 show. I don't know if I can say that, but I'll let you say it.
Let's rephrase.
I'll let you say it
as the Pete spot.
Pete spot. No, I think you can get away with the G spot. And for you parents out there, we're sorry you have to explain that, but it's okay.
Well, yeah. Lord
it's
forbid,
just a wrestling move.
Lord forbid you talk to your children.
Right. And Scott Story and Ryan Cruze just pulled Action Jackson into the way.
Oh!
A running knee.
Oh, that's terrible.
And that just laid Scott Story out.
That's bad news for Story. That was a beautiful Pete spot right there, and it's taken away right now by that jumping knee.
And now just grinding Scott Story's face into the mat. And we've seen who's been in that ring on that mat. That's not necessarily a thing that Scott Story wants. He might have to go get some disinfectant, some penicillin.
I want to. Oh my! Look at that. That's not anything I needed to see.
No. And now Ryan Cruze. Ryan Cruze says some things that make people chuckle and make them smirk, but he is dangerous. And those right hands.
You chuckle and smirk at Ryan Cruze? Are you 12 years old? What's wrong with you, dude?
Well, I do have a little bit of a juvenile
sense of humor. Yeah. Nice. I mean, when it comes down to it, once again, he is the champion, and he is champion for a reason.
Yes.
And Ryan Cruze,
and the reason's not that shirt, though.
Well, God, no. Ryan Cruze needs to be well aware of his opponent right now.
And there's another shot to the jaw that just sends Scott Story reeling. And Ryan Cruze, again, with those conversations with the fans. He wouldn't call them fans. I think he would call them adversaries.
Oh, there we go.
And there's a kick, and there's another kick. Went for the enziguri and missed.
Oh, Ryan Cruze needs to capitalize on that.
And now, Ryan Cruze just jamming that knee into the mat. And I mean, that was from a high distance, close to 6 feet in the air.
That's the thing. He's a smart competitor. He's taking out the offense that he can with Scott Story right now, because Scott Story's going to drop kick you. He's going to throw out the Pete spot out of nowhere. All that, you need your knee. You need the jumping ability.
And now Ryan Cruze going to go to work on that knee. And again, smashing it into the mat.
Did you say that? He said that he wished that was you, Sean. He was pointing at you. He was pointing at you.
I don't know why they would. Why does everybody want to pick on me?
I know why, but anyways, back to the match. Yes.
All right.
And Ryan Cruze, he's taking his dear sweet time.
He is taking his dear sweet time. I would not give Scott Story any time to recover if I were him. And now that boot right into the throat, into the face of Scott Story.
Wait. Well, this is bad news. Another button came undone. I know you couldn't see it, but yes, Tom Selleck is spinning in his grave right now.
Tom Selleck's still alive.
I'll double check that.
Blue Bloods, the show on
Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm not wrong.
And Ryan Cruze just toying with the never-ending nightmare. He is making this match a never-ending nightmare for Scott Story. And now, what is he about to do?
No.
He said he's going to break it. No! Spinning back kick, sending Ryan Cruze down. And that might be the opening that Scott Story needs to recover.
Story got that little bit of adrenaline out there. He was able to break free, and it was almost like a mule kick, if you will.
And the fans have finally decided they're going to get behind Scott Story. The Let's Go Story chant. And oh no, another button. Another button. Does he think that's going to counteract the effect? What does he think that's going to accomplish? And there's a reverse atomic drop, followed by a clothesline.
On most people, that would hurt a lot. Ryan Cruze, not so much.
Cover. I speculate as to why, but again, this is a somewhat family show.
Hold on,
so
I'm getting word from downstairs. Hold on. Tom Selleck is indeed dead.
Tom Selleck is not dead.
Fact checkers. Back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
Well, Scott Story is definitely not dead. He just delivered that clothesline, and Ryan Cruze is down, but so is Scott Story. These two men, they are leaving it all in the ring.
This is back and forth. Cruze had most of the advantage for most of the match, but I think Story's impact has been more powerful, or at least he's taken more out of Cruze.
Action Jackson up to 3. The count is 4. Ryan Cruze trying to pull himself up. Which one of these men are going to get to their feet? I tell you, the fans here.
You know, Story's really, he had the fans. He's got to get that back into this. That kind of little extra push will be something that can take you to a champion.
And they are toe-to-toe right now in the middle of the ring, trading rights. Another shot from Ryan Cruze. Scott Story delivers a right.
Oh, dear God, no.
And there's is that the last 2 buttons, and now the shirt. So I guess this means that, I don't know what that means.
Well, it means
duck under, back heel kick, another front kick. There's the enziguri. He connects.
Oh.
And a front DDT, tilt-a-whirl.
That was almost delayed.
Cover. Oh, and Ryan Cruze kicked out at 2.
New champion. Where's Mr. Larson when you need him?
I don't think we need Mr. Larson. He needs to be exactly where he is. Where that is, I don't know right now.
He needs to, there we go. Come on, buddy. I'm sorry, but I'm pulling for my protege on this one.
Kenny, he almost made me do Tony Schiavone at the end of the Bash of the Beach. Almost. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I was close.
Whoa!
Misses the enziguri. Scott Story. Lining him up. He's setting him up.
Oh, that was right on the neck of Ryan Cruze.
A side fisherman suplex, and that sends Ryan Cruze sprawling.
That was beautiful. That was a thing of beauty. And this is what Scott Story needs to capitalize on this right now. He's got to knock the cobwebs out, realize this is for the MIW Championship. Mind you, the coveted MIW Championship.
Coveted MIW
Like
Championship.
you said before, everyone is gunning for this. This is his opportunity. He has to strike now.
Scott Story, he is stalking. Action Jackson with the count.
Where is he going?
I wonder what is our vantage point here. We cannot see what's going on there.
It seems to be crawling. Did he go underneath the ring? No, okay.
I think he was just at the side of the ring, and now
is he eating?
Who knows? Maybe somebody fed him a nacho or 2. Cover by Story. New New champion. Kicks out at 2.5.
See, Story should have been on him. I hope he didn't miss his opportunity here because as much as I'm supposed to be impartial, I can't. Ryan Cruze, he's a no good Nick. I'm sorry, I said it. Censors.
That's pretty strong language right there.
Censors be on your buzz, beep buttons.
That's strong language for the 1920s, man.
Well, he's a ragamuffin. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited like Mr. Larson right now.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. MIW brings out the passion in all of us because we love this so much.
Oh, here you go.
There's another right hand. And now, Scott Story sending him for a ride, was able to block it, and there's an elbow. Solid point of the elbow right on the jaw.
That's going to disorient you no matter what.
And now, Scott Story, the cover, 2. And Scott Story kicked out at 2 3/4. Action Jackson, the most animated referee in MIW. He lives and dies on every 2 count.
Is that Italian? What'd you say? Action Jackson, he's reprimanding Ryan Cruze right now.
As he should, and now Ryan Cruze going to the outside.
Ryan Cruze needs to get back in
Wait a
that
minute.
ring. Where?
Ryan Cruze just snatched the championship from Terry Fox. What is he? He can't use that.
He's probably just showing him to remind him what this is all for.
That better be all he's doing. Wait a minute. He's got that up there like he's...
Put the belt away, Jackson.
Wait a minute.
There you go. Put it away nicely. Whoa.
Ryan Cruze has him up.
Oh, no.
Action Jackson goes down.
Oh, no. Jackson is down. Cruze
That's
is
got to be
down.
out.
1,
2, 3.
New champion.
There should be a new champion. The count is up to 6. But Action Jackson was not there to count it. Scott Story should be the new MIW champion.
Can I fire someone right now?
You're the commissioner. You can do anything you want.
I need to. This is ridiculous. We need Mr. Larson on all our matches.
Wait a minute. Action Jackson.
What?
He's calling for the bell.
Wait, hold on. What?
Action Jackson just called for the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ref has called this a no contest disqualification.
What? Wait a minute.
A no contest disqualification.
Oh my!
And Ryan Cruze just nailed Scott Story with the championship.
This behavior is untoward. Untoward, I tell you.
It definitely is untoward. And more than that. Scandalous and scurrilous.
Yes. I don't understand what's going on right now. I honestly don't. The match
Ryan
is over.
Cruze winding up again, and again, he nails Scott Story with the championship.
This is not the behavior of a champion.
You are not supposed to use the championship
wait
like
a
that.
minute,
Wait a minute. Here comes Chris Jordan, the genuine article. Hit the ring. He is laying the wood to Ryan Cruze and sets him out.
Thank God. Thank God.
Chris Jordan.
That's your Lion Openweight champion.
Is the Lion Openweight champion. But he is holding the MIW title. Wait a minute. CW3 is in the ring. Rob James, 3 under par.
3
under par is now in the ring.
They're attacking Chris Jordan.
Oh my goodness. I told you that 3 under par would be back. We had not heard the last of them.
I don't think you told me that. I think I told you. But regardless.
Chris Jordan. Stop looking at this. Chris Jordan.
And now he's hitting him with the microphone.
Terry's going to be pissed.
February 22nd, chump. Me and you. Steel cage match. Columbia Heights, Burson Hall.
And he is still
February
attacking
22nd.
Chris Jordan, trying to soften him up. And now, wait a minute. Josh Price just hit the ring. Josh Price just hit the ring. Josh Price just came out to aid Chris Jordan.
He didn't forget
and
about
Scott
earlier.
Story. Folks, we can't forget Scott Story in other parts of the country is Josh Price's tag team partner.
Wait a minute.
They are the Freak machines.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
And he has come out to save his freak machine partner. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
And now, Josh Price. He got him set up.
Rob
Folks,
James, he got what he deserved on that one.
Folks, are we looking at the reunification of the freak machines? The record Josh Price, the never-ending nightmare Scott Story.
No, shut up.
And the fans here continuing with the the El Bano chant.
This ain't over. You want to put your hands on my partner. You want to put your hands at 6%. It's not going to happen. And you, February 22nd, steel cage
February
match.
22nd.
Me and you, Columbia Heights. You idiots want to see him get killed. You better, he'll be there. And we'll see you next month. We will see you next month, you idiot.